Hello everybody. Okay, so tonight we are going to cook blueberry turnovers. So I have all the ingredients pre-measured and everything step by step what I have to do, because there's 3 steps to it. We have to cook our blueberries first, then we have to get our puff pastry and cut those in squares, and then make our icing. So it was easier for me to go ahead and pre-measure everything so it'll stay organized. But let's go to the stove and start cooking our blueberries. Okay, now we are going to cook our blueberries. So it says to add your blueberries, one-fourth cup of granulated sugar, and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. They said to let this cook for a good 10 minutes. So all these little blueberries will get cooked on low heat. So let me turn that heat down. So I'm gonna speed this video up so you guys do not have to watch this for 10 minutes. So, to be continued. Okay, you guys. It's been 10 minutes now, and the recipe says when the berries start releasing some of their juices to go ahead and add the last 2 ingredients here, which is the cornstarch and the water. Now we're going to cook that until it comes to a boil. Okay, good. It's finally starting to boil. Now we have to stir it constantly for at least 2 to 3 minutes until it thickens up. Now it's starting to thick up too, like gravy or something. The consistency. This little spatula does good, don't it? It's all up in there. I do believe that's it, y'all. So, that's nice and thick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this cool off before we can fill the pastry squares like they said. So I'm gonna set this to the side and let it cool off. And we're gonna go over there and work. I just made a mess. We're gonna go over there and work with the pastries. Okay, we're over here fixing to get our pastry cut up. We need it cut up in 6 equal squares and distribute the filling evenly in the center. But this is the pastry, and it tells me to put a little bit of flour down. That's according to the box, to the manufacturer. I'm just gonna put a little flour down here. Maybe get some on my hands too. This is how it comes. And that can stay there. So how does this come apart? Okay. This is one sheet. Okay. Cut it into 6 equal squares. Well, I'm gonna cut it right here where this line is. So. I guess I cut it down the middle. Can't see. If that'll work. Okay. So there's my 6 equal squares. Don't tell anybody if the lines aren't straight. Okay. So now we're doing this. I'm gonna go get our blueberry mix and I'm gonna bring it over here. Okay, I have my blueberries over here. But I also noticed that, oh my gosh, the way I cut them, it looks like a rectangle instead of a square. And I want my turnovers to be triangle like this when I mix them. So I'm gonna cut this off. And what I'll do is I'll use these also and fill them up with some and fold them that way and make little bites out of them. So I don't waste it. My cat wants in here, but she's not allowed in the kitchen while I'm cooking. Okay, so now what they want us to do is get an egg and a tablespoon of water and whisk it, and I did that, and we're going to brush the edges. Right here. Get our blueberries. And get this spoon out of here. Stay there. Gotta eyeball it and see how much we could put in there. Gotta fold it over. I think I did too much in there. Maybe not. It's gonna make a mess. Then you get a fork and you close it off. And I did put too much in there, so I'm gonna take this. I'll do better next time, I promise. Nobody's trying to be perfect though. So if it don't come out right first time, you can always practice for the second time. That one sure didn't come out good. Trial and error. So we know that this is going to have to be the filling. You can't put a lot of filling in here. off my fork because I don't want it to get on the dough. On the top this time. It's really just like a half of a tablespoon you can put in these little squares. I must have cut them wrong, but you know what? We got another sheet over there, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some left over, so I'll probably end up cutting bigger squares. Get in there, little blueberry. I'm gonna speed this video up and then see y'all. Let you see it before I put it in the oven. Okay, y'all. That's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I'm gonna put this in the oven and I'm gonna let it cook. And thinking about doing something with that other one, so I'll let you know in just a minute. Okay, so I still have a lot of blueberries left. So, and those triangles were so small. So I got the other pastry sheet and I just cut it in 4. And I'm making 4 big turnovers here. I don't see how that works out. Put the egg wash on the little edges. Then after we put egg wash on the edges and fold it over, then we have to put egg wash on the top of it. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna speed up this video. Okay, you guys. Now I can squish down these edges. These are gonna turn out a lot better. And they're gonna be a lot bigger. So I think what I would do next time is not even worry about those little bitty ones and just make 8 big ones. Squish down the edges. All right. Blueberry wants to come out of there. Get in there. Okay, we're gonna brush this egg wash over these. Bake these for about 15 minutes. Of according to the recipe. Of course, you don't never just go by what they say. You have to eyeball it. And we'll be right back out, and then I'll make my icing to go on top of them. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, you guys, I have the bigger pieces still cooking in the oven, but I'm gonna take the time to go over a few things before I make my icing. So I did cut the triangles, to me, my opinion, small, and then I had to cut the edges off, so I made little bites. But to come to think about it, this might be perfect for little kids. So, I mean, it's ever how you want to cut your pastry. So, it's not set in stone. And I also, look at this. This pan, it only took wiping it out, and you seen how long I had the blueberries in there. So I do want to tell you, I really like these pans. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the icing now. And it calls for vanilla and milk. But you want to do it little at a time, because the milk, that is, because you don't want to make it too runny. So I'm going to make this icing. I'm still going to let these cool off a little bit, and then I'm waiting for my bigger ones to get out and let them cool, and then we'll put our icing all over it, and then I'll show you guys the end result picture of it. But I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and please follow me on or subscribe to my YouTube channel, so that way y'all can always be updated on new videos. But anyway, I enjoyed it. All right, thanks. Okay, you guys, here's the big ones right here. They look so delicious. Freshly out of the oven. I have to put more icing on it once it cools so it'll look better. But look at these. These turned out so good. Y'all try this recipe out and let me know how you like it. Thank you for watching.